Mashak, hey Mashak, Saslana, hey Mashak, hey Mashak, Saslana, hey Mashak, hey Mashak, Saslana, hey Mashak, hey Mashak, Saslana. White man got in here and mixed up with these Indians. A long way back and on. They forgot a lot of things they used to do, you know, before white men come. A lot of half-breeds come on. White man, he come in here on a shipload and all get off and mix up with the Indians. Pretty soon there were a lot of half-breed Indians. So all the people around Puget Sound here, they all mixed with the whites here. I don't think there's any pure-blooded Indian. The Indian, he don't believe in the God, the white man's God. He believed in the Great Spirit. That's what they called, what they believed in. The Great Spirit, some kind of spirit. My granduncle, my grandfather's brother, he was strong Catholic. And he was the one who sent me to the Catholic school. The priest baptized me. So my granduncle took me to the school. I don't know how long I was there. Then I ran away from the school. So the next year, another granduncle of mine on my grandmother's side, he took me to this Indian school in Cushman. I think there was 700 Indians going to school, boys and girls. And that's where I spent the biggest part of my life. I was there for about 12 years. All my parents died off while I was in school. My grandmother was the one who raised me. And a year after she died, then my dad died. 1896 he died. That left me with no parents, no home, nothing. I made up my mind to come home, come to Nisqually. So I had a granduncle. My grandfather's brother lived here. So I come and I stayed with him, For them Indians on the Puget Sound, they travel up and down Puget Sound on canoe. They didn't have no horses like the Nisqually Indian. The Nisqually Indians, I don't know where they ever got their horses, but they all seemed to have horses. Everybody had a horse. I was 4 years old and I was riding a horse. I could remember riding behind my dad, standing up, and he was sitting on the horse, see. And I was hanging on to his shoulder somewhere or another. So everybody was a horseman. A lot of fish them days, A lot of fish come up the river and about 7 miles from here. And they spawn up in the lake, further up. Oh, a lot of fish come on there. Silver salmon. The Indians had a dam there. There was only one kind of fish that could go over the dam, and that was the steelhead. He can jump, get past the dam. They went on up the creek. It's pretty near a river, but the Indians called it a creek. But that's why the fish got was through this dam. Must have been half a mile up the creek from the river. And that half a mile was just full of nothing but fish. I could remember my grandmother. She'd give a dinner to the old people. I hooked a great big steelhead. Oh, he must weigh about 20 pounds, the steelhead. Hooked him out of the creek and took him home, And my grandmother called all the old people and gave them a dinner. Oh, must have been 5 or 6 years old, When I was a young man, they wouldn't let me fish at all. Not to sell. And tell me, you just fish for your own use. Fish for your own use. Oh, I fished for my own use for many years. A couple of guys come out from Tacoma, and they told me they'd buy all the steelhead I could catch. So they told me, go ahead and fish. You have a right to fish, they said. They can't stop you from fishing. So I started fishing in 1917. First steelhead I caught, they come out and got them there. They had a little pickup truck and they come out and haul it. But after that, I had to deliver my fish to Tacoma. Steelhead, only steelhead to buy. Later on, I got a car, an old brass head, they call them. one of Henry Ford's first cars. I took my fisher into the coma on the car. Well, I fished right up till 1953. And I went down with rheumatism and I quit, yeah. The water got too cold. I couldn't bear to put my hands in the water. So I quit fishing in 1953, yeah. You know, white man cleaned up the fish out in the bay. They caught all the fish that used to come up the river here. The Indians, they fish them out in the river here. Pretty soon there'll be no more fish coming up the river. So the white man, he said, the Indians trimming off the fish. Well, in the way they were, you know, what they couldn't catch out in the bay, they'd come up the river, then the Indian would catch them. This salmon, he comes up the river once every 4 years. And they come up just by the thousands. White man call them humpback salmon, but the Indian call them haddo. And they just fill the river to spawn. Then they seem to die. After they spawn, they die, yeah. The only salmon that went back out was the steelhead. He never died. He went back out to the ocean, I guess, wherever he was from. Haddo, 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 did I, haddo, did I, haddo, haddo. That's it.